do you think is the top concern for people in retirement or approaching retirement? What's the number one concern? Will I have enough money for how long? For as long as I live, right? So the biggest concern is outliving your money. So when I started this profession back in 1980 in Pipestone, Minnesota, everybody know where that's at? Right south of Marshall. Back then, didn't have an office. You wore a three-piece suit every day with a tie, and you talked to people in their house, okay? So if I sat down with a husband and wife, say mid-60s, what was life expectancy 40 years ago when people in their mid-60s? 11, 12, 13 years? Now what is it for husband and a wife? Could we easily say one of the spouses might go to 95? We have several handfuls of clients who are in their 90s, okay? And it's kind of neat. They've been clients for 30, 35 years, but then you've seen them age along the way. So again, that is by far the biggest concern. So how did they know that without changing my presentation when I walked up here? That answer hasn't changed for 40 years, okay? So other way to look at it, if you look at this slide here, how long will you live? Well, we don't know that, of course, but if you take averages for men age 65, there's a 75% chance he'll go to age 76. There's a 50% chance he'll go to age 83. There's a 25% chance he'll hit 89, 1 out of 4, okay? If you look for a female, the numbers are higher. 75% will go to 79, 50% to 86, and 25% to 92, okay? Are you married? 50% of marriages have at least one spouse that will live to 89. And generally, who is that in a husband and wife situation? What gender is going to make the older ages? Generally speaking, the wife, okay? In general. So when you go to church on Saturday or Sunday, whenever you go, look at the front row to the right. Who's sitting up there? All the widows. We call it Widows Row at my church. There's about 5 or 6 rows of widows. And there's one widower parked right in the middle. He always sits right in the middle of all of them, okay? Everybody kind of, oh, he's here, he's right in the middle of all of them, okay? But look who is there. And the next time you get an opportunity to go to a nursing home, look who's there. Who is it? Older women, okay? My mom was at a nursing home 2 weeks short of 2 years, and the women outnumbered the men, 10 to 1. The men generally would get there and only last 1 or 2 months and they would pass on. Now again, those are all averages. That some men will make 100 years old too, but it's generally the women. So other concerns in retirement, healthcare, long-term care costs. You been to a doctor lately? You had a medical procedure done? Anessa, when she was born in January, our granddaughter, 20 grand at the Maple Grove Hospital. They deliver 5,000 babies per year at that hospital. At 20 grand a pop, do the math. When to start Social Security? We're going to be talking about that, so just hold your questions until we get there. We're going to talk about IRA, 401k, 403 distributions, when you take it out, how you figure out what you have to take out. And I'll be looking for a volunteer when I get that far, so I need somebody who's in their mid to late 60s. If you don't volunteer, you have name tags in front of you. Okay? So please volunteer. Taxes are obviously a concern. And the one on the bottom we never talked about until 2, maybe 3 years ago. Never was brought up in a conversation. Historical inflation rates were less than 3%, very friendly to most people out there. But when you see double-digit inflation, that type of thing, do you think inflation's going away? No, it's here.